Since my most recent video, a lot of new information has been revealed for the 30th anniversary set, releasing in September worldwide, and we're going to be taking a look at everything that has been revealed so far in detail so that you guys can get a really good idea of what to expect when this set releases. What up? Welcome back to Pokeching. Hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, we're going to be diving into all the reveals for the 30th anniversary. So there's a lot of information that comes from the Japanese sets because that's where a lot of the information is coming from so far. Some of these cards you will have already seen in English, and I was kind of waiting to see these in Japanese, and you'll understand what I mean when you see those cards. So we're going to go through several products that are going to be releasing for the 30th anniversary in Japanese, and then we are going to move on to the very at the end, we're going to look at the coolest part of this, which is going to be, you know, the classic collection. So that's the reprint cards. There are 30 new reprint cards as opposed to 25 for the 25th anniversary. So we're going to be looking at that in today's video as well. If you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Kaching gang for more videos like this. And let's get right into it, guys. So starting off, we have all 27 starter Pokemon promos that have been revealed. So we have seen these in English, of course, so there's nothing new in terms of artwork here. And I do want to say thanks to Pokebeach, as usual, for always, you know, putting out the best information and, you know, really quickly as well. They're very, very, very good at finding all this information and posting it relatively quickly. So yeah, big shout out to Pokebeach, as usual. So here we have, you know, in order, by generational order, we have all of the starters that are revealed. So I don't know if this this product here is meant to contain all of them. I think it's got two booster packs and 3, you know, cards, and it will be, you know, there will be different ones for different generations. Let's see if we can get some information here just reading this. So Japan has revealed its version of her first partner illustration collection called the 30th Celebration Card Sets. Each set will release on October 16th, so it will be a bit later than the 30th anniversary, and each box will feature 3 starter Pokemon promos from the same generation. So you will get the guaranteed Pokemon that you actually want by buying the product. There's no randomness in this, whereas the English you'd get a booster pack which would contain 1 of 3 generations starters. Here you actually get to pick which ones you want, which some people might not like. I personally like, because I'm only interested in Gen 1 and 2 personally. But yeah, you can pick which generation you want and buy this product, and you will get 2 30th anniversary booster packs as well, and a little display stand if you want to put your, you know, your cards in there. I think this is like a cardboard thing, and it'll probably damage your cards, honestly, so I don't know if I'd recommend that. There are probably better ways to display your cards. You can get acrylics and so on, so think about that rather than maybe damaging your cards with these, you know, damaging the corners and so on. So here we have them all. So we have, you know, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. So these are very, very nostalgic to me because these are the gens that I play to this day. I still play the most. I did play, obviously, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Still pretty nostalgic because I was still young at the time, but I do, you know, have like a really strong pull affection towards, you know, Gen 1 and 2, of course. Some of you may know that already. But yeah, we have a bit of everything for everyone. We got Gen 4, 5, 6 here. And every background of the card has some sort of reference to, you know, the games and what's going on in the games and some of the locations, some of the events, some of the items, things like that, the badges and so on. So that's really, really cool to have that. It's just like a really cool throwback to the actual games and what happened, locations, and so on. So we have these. We do have all of these. So we have Gen 7, 8, 9, and Gen 10 is still to be revealed. So we don't have any of that yet, of course. And here we do have the English versions for the remaining promos that you will probably get in a first partner illustration collection box with, you know, a booster pack containing either these 3, or these 3. And so that's how you're going to be able to complete your English version of this set. So moving on past this, we are going to be looking at some of the Japanese 30th celebration boxes and collection boxes and so on. So we do have this Pikachu one. So it does have a futuristic Pikachu, so it's called the futuristic box. So these are the new hyper rares, from what I understand, is futuristic rares, and they have that kind of chrome effect like the Pokeball there. So this is the box. Seems like there's a little pull tab there so you can slide it out. So there you go. Here are the contents. So we will get a big playmat, 2 Pikachu coins that kind of match these 2 Pikachu full art cards. You know, you have the kind of blue chromey one and then you have the purple one. We are getting a deck box, sleeves, dice, burn and poison counters, a really big long box. I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's to store the game mat. We have a frame here that looks like it's acrylic to put these 2 cards in. So if you perfect fit sleeve these and put them in the acrylic, maybe that could be a good way of storing them. We'll keep them in good condition. And that's it. We do have this box here. I'm not sure what that is, but I guess we will see that in due time. Here's a little bit of a close-up of the acrylic there that was revealed. Looks pretty good quality there, so that might be a nice way to store them if that's what you're into. And here we have, so the first futuristic rare Pikachu, which is more clear and vibrant in colors, so it's more kind of bright with a kind of rainbow 30th logo there. And then we have the darker one, which is purple, so there you go. I don't know if the attacks are the same. It's probably the same. Yeah, it looks to be the same in terms of stats and attacks and so on. It's just 2 different variants, kind of like a day and night version. I don't know why they made the difference there, but maybe that'll make some sense later on. Moving on, we do have this. This is probably going to go pretty crazy, guys. So if you want this, keep an eye out for pre-orders and so on. So we do have this Espeon EX and Umbreon EX 30th anniversary kind of special illustration rare box set. Now I don't know if we'll get these in English as promos in the collection boxes potentially, because in English you could probably expect to get the same as what you get with most specialty sets. So you'll probably be getting ETBs, Pokemon Center ETBs, binder collections, poster collections, text sticker collections, booster bundles, and so on, all that kind of stuff. And maybe these cards will be contained in like an ultra or super premium collection in English. So obviously we'll need to wait and see for that, but in Japanese anyway, you get them this way. And the contents of this box are obviously the 2 cards, which we're going to take a look at. But we also get a playmat, a box there. We have a bunch of damage counters, poison burn counters. I don't know what that is. There's 2 decks. You get the 2 coins with Espeon and Umbreon. And here are the cards. So let's take a look at Espeon. Nice cards. I'm not a huge fan of this kind of art where there's just so much going on. They are beautiful cards. I'm waiting to see what the texture looks like. I'm sure it'll look absolutely amazing. They are nice artworks. I do admit they are beautiful artworks. Here we have Espeon with the sun beaming through. We got Kangaskhan, Eevee, Ninetales, Comfy? I don't know what that's called. I can't remember. You got Victini there, Tropius. You know, it's pretty cool. We got a little Mew there, actually, in the background right there. Pretty small. We got Cherim, Cherubi, Vulpix, Marill, Azumarill. We have a bunch of Pokemon kind of like hiding in the background there. So that's that. And here's the Umbreon, which is nighttime. So we have a moon. We have another Moonbreon with Eevee. We have a Zvilas, Dino, Zoroark, Murkrow, Zeraora. I think that's Toxtricity with Toxel. What else do we have? Cresselia, Hydreigon, Zorua with Zoroark. We have Mewtwo in the background there. Pretty awesome. Nice card. So yeah, these are probably going to do very well. So once again, if you do want to get these cards, it's probably best that you keep an eye out and try to pre-order this if you want it. Here are some of the cards that are in the deck. Well, I'll let you guys take a look at that if you want to. Find the article on Pokebeach and you can take a look at some of the cards contained within these decks. So there you go. And the final thing, and the biggest thing we want to take a look at for this Classic Collection, 30th Anniversary Classic Collection, are the reprint cards. Now, this is, I just want to be clear, they have likely been revealed. So it's not 100% confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed. These cards appeared in, I think, a video or something where you see them kind of like shooting out the screen. And these were the cards that were shown. So we do have, now I don't know if it's going to have the first edition stamp and the kind of shadowless style to it, but we do have a Pikachu from base set and a Charizard from base set. From what I understand, it's going to look more like this. So it's going to have the 30th anniversary stamp, probably a gold border, some texture, and maybe a new foil pattern. And then we do have Misty, Eric's Jigglypuff, Sneasel, Shining Celebi. That's pretty cool to get that. I wonder what they're going to do with texture on this one. It could be pretty cool looking. We do have, obviously, the big boy. The one that everyone's talking about is the Crystal Lugia. So we have not seen this card. It has never been reprinted. So it's the first time we're seeing this card again since Aquapolis, so that's pretty cool. And I'm sure it'll look pretty cool with the texture and so on. And I'd say the cards that I'm probably most interested in are, I know it's really unoriginal, but I love base sets, so Pikachu, Charizard, and the Lugia are probably going to be the ones I care the most about. Dark Tyranitar is pretty cool. It's a card that I owned when I was younger. I opened up 20 EX Team Rocket packs back in the day that I got really cheap. I only paid for 19 of them because the guy just gave me the 20th one as a gift because I bought quite a few. But pretty cool card, you know, lightning, black and red background, awesome kind of pose there. So this with texture once again could look really, really cool. So I'd be pretty happy to pull that card too. And yeah, I mean, we have Delcatty, we have some new Genesis, some Gym Challenge, or Gym Heroes, I'm not sure. I think that's Gym Challenge. Yeah, that's Gym Challenge. That's Gym Heroes. So to tell the difference, Gym Heroes, you have a white arena in the logo, and for Gym Challenge, you have a black arena there. And so moving on, we have Scizor EX, Metagross from EX Delta species, Palkia level X. A lot of people are talking about this card too. Your Gengar Prime, so from Heart Gold, Soul Silver era, I don't remember which set exactly, but a lot of people are talking about this one. Pretty cool card, should look pretty nice with the texture. And then we have, you know, Darkrai and Cresselia. Let me open both of those so I can kind of show you them. So Darkrai top half, Cresselia bottom half, pretty cool. And then we have a bunch of like kind of lower rarities, I guess. So we have, you know, like EXs and GXs and so on, break cards, the Raikou, amazing rare from Vivid Voltage. We do have some Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, and we do have this Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, which is coming back. And this with texture could look absolutely incredible if they do it right. You know, make that make that Gyarados in the background kind of pop a little bit to make it a bit more obvious. But yeah, this is a really cool artwork, very popular card, and yeah, it'll be interesting to pull that card. So the biggest question with all these is basically, how are these classic collection cards, so the reprint cards, going to be distributed in Japan for the 25th anniversary? For every booster box purchased, you'd get 4 promo packs which contained these, you know, classic collection cards, and they weren't contained within the booster packs, so you couldn't pull them from booster boxes. You just got the packs given to you with the purchase of every booster box. So if they do something similar for the 30th anniversary, I'm presuming that by every booster box purchased, you will obtain 4 promo packs, which will contain 1 of each of these classic collection cards, and you'll have to, you know, test your luck and see how you pull them, if you can pull them. In English, these will probably be contained in the packs like they did for the 25th anniversary, so you will have to go and chase these in the booster packs, which is kind of cool. So I'm really curious to see how they do that, and depending on how they do that, it's kind of going to determine whether I buy in English or in Japanese, to be honest. I'd prefer to go down the Japanese route, to be honest, because of the card quality, but I'm not too sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when that information comes out, what the pull rates are going to be as well, because if this in English has the cards in the booster packs, I'm really curious to know what the pull rates are going to be. Is it going to be really, really hard to get these cards? Is it going to be relatively easy? Is the Pokemon Company going to keep celebration in mind, making this fun and just fun to celebrate the 30 years of Pokemon TCG rather than making it incredibly difficult to pull the cards? Who knows, man? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So it may be that in the Japanese version, it might be easier to pull these cards if you get them in promo packs. But if you get them in English in the booster packs, we'll just have to see what the hit rates are and what the ratios are for these cards. But that is to be confirmed, and that is kind of a very important part of whether or not I will be buying Japanese or English, like I said. And maybe it's something that you want to think about. I think this set is overall pretty, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'll be completely honest, if you want my opinion, I don't think it's anything too crazy. Like, we are getting Pikachu and Charizard, you know, it's not the first time we've seen these reprinted. I think it's cool that we've got this Celebi here, the Lugia, those are pretty cool Pokemon, this Gengar Prime. I'd say it's relatively well balanced. I don't think it's too crazy, in my opinion, but maybe some of you will disagree with that. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Sorry, I just had a bit of a hiccup there. Do you think this set is absolutely insane? Do you think it's average? Do you think, you know, it's kind of mid? I don't think it's mid. I don't think anyone's going to say that. And there is something that we need to keep in mind, and something that I forgot to mention is that there are illustration rares in this set, and I will find those right here, I believe. Ah, that's something else I didn't mention. So we do have, here we go. We have illustration rares. So here we have Lapras, absolutely gorgeous card. Beautiful, beautiful card. We have Drifloon here, in a kind of amusement park type thing. We have this guy, Lycanroc, looking pretty cool as well. And we have Hisuian Zorua. Pretty nice with the snow and everything. So yeah, we do get illustration rares in the set. Are we going to get only 4 or are we going to get more? I don't know, but it could be a pretty awesome set with a lot of variety of cards, a lot of different things to collect. And something I almost forgot to mention is this. So there are Pikachu cards in every single pack from what I understood, and there are 30 to complete the subset. So here you can see this is number 15 out of 30 for this Pikachu here. And it would seem that we are getting kind of like reverse foil variants here with the 30th anniversary logo and a different foil pattern on there. So you can see the two differences there. And so I'm presuming that if these are rarer to pull, the reverse foil variants, that these will probably hold a premium over the non-foil variants. And that's something to keep an eye out for. How hard are these going to be to hit? And yeah, but I think it's cool that you're getting one in every single pack. That keeps it fun. It's a fun little subset to collect. You know, we have a bunch of different Pikachus here. We have this one there with his face stuck in the stairs. There you go. Look at that little Pikachu there getting stuck in the stairs. Really, really cool. Quite fun artwork there. And so some of these will be throwback cards. Some of them will be cards that we've seen before, Pikachus that we have seen before. Here we have a bunch of them there. I don't know if there's all 30. I didn't bother to count, but there you go. So guys, that's pretty much it for the 30th anniversary so far, all the information we have. I think the set's going to be pretty awesome. I'm just curious to see how much is going to be available, how expensive it's going to be. I really do hope that the Pokemon Company are printing the absolute hell out of this set so that everybody can really celebrate. If not, it's not much of a celebration, is it? It's just going to be a scalping party, and that's no fun. Nobody wants that. So I really do hope that Pokemon Company put everything, you know, they put all the chances to their side to make sure that this goes down well and that everyone can access the product. So guys, let me know, are you going to be pre-ordering this? Are you going to go for Japanese? Are you going to go for English? What is your favorite card in this set? Is it the Lugia? Is it the Celebi? Is it the Charizard? Is it the Gengar? Is it something else? Let me know, I'm really curious to know. And guys, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy these videos. And next I will be doing a video talking about the difference between these celebration sets, so like 25th, 30th, and the Pokemon Card Game Classic box set. I don't know if you remember that, with the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur decks, and kind of comparing the two, because a lot of people talk about how amazing these anniversary sets are, but the other set was kind of, you know, slept on for a long time. And I just want to kind of talk about that and look at the cards. So that will probably be my next video if you're interested in that. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, take care. Peace out. Bye.